So I'm gonna record it. Okay, this training is about 11-step guide to starting a blog. And what I did was I kind of just like put, you may or may not be interested in making money with your blog, but most people that get a blog, that's what they want to do. They want to make money from the blog. So I kind of added that in there too, just to kind of help you if that's something that you want to do. But you don't have to, you can just do it for fun. Some people just blog just for fun. So, and okay, on this webinar, I intend to teach you how to start a blog that makes money. I'm not going to try to sell you some kind of get rich quick scheme. And there is a wealth of information on the internet about blogging. And I think that this is the main reason why I'm doing it, because if you go and you Google blogging, you're going to get so much information that you're going to get overwhelmed. And that's one of the things that I wanted to avoid. I was looking at my husband. I put a post out a couple of weeks ago about, helping him start with his blog. And, I seen that with him. And I said, I wonder how many more people are having the same problem. So, that's what compelled me to do this webinar right here, is to kind of help you understand that there's so much information, but you don't need all that. You just need to know the main stuff. Okay. But I'm only going to show you the most important information. I'm going to show you my 11-step guide to starting a blog. Also, later on, I will give you a list of my top resources. If you're serious about making lots of money online blogging, one of the main things that people miss is that their blog must have information people want to read. I'm going to stress this again, because a lot of people, they put up blogs, as you're going to see in a couple of my slides. They put up blogs with, their fancy cars and their vacations, but it's nothing of value. Of course, I can come and look at your pictures, but if you're not providing me some good, valuable information on that blog to help me to get whatever goal I'm trying to get to, then basically your blog is useless. Many bloggers are looking through closed eyes. Most bloggers say you can make money blogging when all they tell you about is their vacation and all their fancy cars. Are you ready for the 11 most important things you need to know? I'm not here to tell you how to write your blog, but for experience, I know what not to do. I'm about to tell you how to get your blog up and running so that it can generate some cash in the minimum amount of time. Turn off your computer, grab a pen and a piece of paper. Then find a place where you can focus. That means turn off Facebook, turn off everything, because what I found is, a lot of times I used to get on a webinar or a training, and then I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm missing some really important stuff. And I'm like, man, I wish I would have took some notes. So I just want to encourage you all to get really focused, get your pen and piece of paper and take some notes. If you're just starting out, focusing can be a big pain or a big problem. We all want to know how to make money blogging now. So step one, and this is the most important thing that most people struggle with, and it is finding a topic. I will tell you, my blog has been up since 2008. This has been the biggest problem for me, is finding a topic. I'm thinking, oh, maybe this, maybe that. What I'll tell you is get something that you're interested in and you've had results in. And it's kind of interesting because for my blog, I boiled it down to personal development, right? And then here recently, I'm like, oh, I've had so much success in marriage. Why am I avoiding talking about really the thing that I love, and it's marriage and raising a family and children? For whatever reason, I kept trying to avoid that and go here and go there, make money and all these other things. But really, what really drives me is that conversation. So I really want to encourage you to look at a topic that drives you, that gets you excited, that you've had some results with. That's the topic that you really, really want to start with. So it's crucial to pick a topic that you are interested in. Write down the topic because it will help you to stay committed. So if you don't write down the topic, and then, let's say your topic is golf, right? Golfing. So if you don't write down that topic, then you might go off to one day and decide you want to start talking about basketball. But on a blog, you can't do that. You have to keep it, unless it's if it's a sports blog, just talking about sports, then you can do that. But if it's talking about specifically about golf, then you have to keep everything on that blog about golf. That right there, I could not get in my head. I could not get that. It's just like it was so hard to get that through my head. You have to focus on one thing on your blog. My blog is like all over the place. So I'm actually thinking about restarting the blog now, but it's got some good information here, but it has some of everything on there. So I don't want you to do that. Make sure others are interested in what you want to talk about. So you might want to talk about golfing, but what if we know people are interested in golfing, but what if they weren't, right? You don't want to talk about that because nobody's going to come visit your blog and nobody's going to buy your products because they're not interested in what you have. So make sure other people are going to be interested. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. To find out if others are interested, do a Google keyword search, okay? And that's what I'm going to show you and how to do that. So you want to go on Google and you want to search and you want to see if other people are looking for what you have to offer. Our goal is to see if anyone is searching for your topic keyword. This information will be useful later on when it's time to get traffic to your blog. Later on, we'll check out my favorite free keyword tool and search the topic you're interested in. Then you'll write down the top 5 keywords you found. These top 5 keywords are the keywords that your blog will be focused around. So it's really important that you write those keywords down as well. You'll want to use them later on while building your blog. Okay, this is step 2. Choose a domain name. Now, this is really important. Okay, so a lot of people will choose their name, like Rachel Kelly, right? Okay, Rachel Kelly is great if I don't want to ever sell Rachel Kelly. If I'm just like, I'm branding myself, I'm going to be a public figure, then Rachel Kelly is fine. But if I'm branding a particular product or idea, then I don't want to call it Rachel Kelly. For example, my son is working on becoming a marketing consultant for a speech company. So whatever the name that he's going to pick for his domain name has to have marketing for speech therapists or something of that nature. So make sure when you're choosing your domain name, it has the keywords in it. It doesn't have to be exactly, but try to put those keywords in there so that when people come to your blog, one, they'll know, okay, they're talking about golfing. So I know that, golfing at your best, or how, the best golfers or something like that. Just make sure that it has that keyword in there. Really important. And plus it helps with your Google search. Like when people are searching for you, that can help with your ranking on Google as well. And then another thing I want to tell you about keywords that I forgot to tell you is, when you choose your keyword, it should be like no more than like 3 words. But to be honest with you, because the internet has been around so long, a lot of the 2 and 3 keyword phrases are taken. So they're not there anymore. And that's okay. So you can just make it a little bit longer. Like when my husband went to go get his name, Bruce Kelly was taken. So I said, well, go for who is Bruce Kelly. And so that was available. So you may have to add a little bit to it in order to get the name that you want. That's okay. Just kind of like keep that keyword in here. So now the third step is to find and create your blog. There are many blogging platforms you can use, either free or paid. The popular free ones are Blogger and WordPress.com. And the popular paid one is WordPress.org. I prefer the paid one because I own it and have more control. It's kind of like when you own a house, you have more control of your house. If you're renting, and in this case, it's free on Blogger or WordPress.com, which means that they have the control. If they don't like what you say, they can kick you off. They can't kick me off out of my own house. Well, I guess if I don't pay the taxes. Or With the free option, you have limitations. They can shut you down at any time. If you go with the paid option, you can purchase a domain name and hosting through providers like Bluehost or Namecheap. And that's just a couple of them. There's like there's GoDaddy. There's so many different names out there. But what I'm finding is, and this is the reason why I'm transitioning to, and I think I'll cover this on the slide, but you know, there is there's a way you can go and take your website link and you can load it up. Can't remember the exact name of the website, but you can take your domain name and you can load it up into this tester, and it'll test your blog to tell you how long it takes for your blog to load. And mine's had like 6 minutes for my blog to load. And I'm like, you know, that's ridiculous, because the longer it takes your blog to load, the more time you're losing with your visitors. So you're going to lose visitors because it's taking your blog too long to load. So I found out about Bluehost. I'm really liking Bluehost. I'm setting my husband up on Bluehost, or he's set up on Bluehost. So that's just something to think about when you are choosing a provider. You want to choose somebody who is who has a good response time. It doesn't take a long time for your information to load up. Depending on which option you take, help is available in the program you decide to use. So for example, like when I first started out, oh gosh, I spent like months frustrated. It was really like ridiculous. Then I went and spent $1,000 for somebody to put my blog up for me. But before I did that, like I said, I spent like months. But I found out after, you know, she went on and I decided, oh, I want to change the header and I don't want it to be that anymore. I was back in that process again. And what I found out was I could easily call, at the time, it was HostGator. I can call HostGator, and the guys that, I mean, most of the support is really wonderful in most of these programs. Make sure you just go with one that is well known. But you can call them and get on the phone. Hey, I need help with this. A lot of times they'll go back in the back and they'll do the stuff for you. Not a lot, but you know what I'm saying? Like the stuff you really don't understand. And don't be afraid to ask questions. If you know somebody, like get inside of some of the Facebook groups and ask questions. Hey, you know, guys, I'm having this problem. Can somebody direct me? And a lot of times you'll have someone that will say, message me, and then they'll kind of walk you through it. So another thing I want you to keep in mind is YouTube is a wonderful resource if you get stuck along the way. There's been many times that I've gotten stuck and I use YouTube. I mean, I just like, oh, you know, I can't figure out X, Y, Z. Let me go to YouTube. Somebody has already created something. And the reason why people do this is so that they can get the sale, right? So like this is one program that I'm using for a sales funnel right now. I'm like, okay, how to create sales funnels. They'll go through, they'll show you how it works, what you can do with it and how you do it. And then at the end, they'll say, and here's a link if you want to go buy it, right? Well, I don't need it because I already got it. But somebody has already went on there on YouTube a lot of times and they've done a training. And some people don't do any links. They just do it because they want to just train and they want to teach and they want people to follow them. That's something else you want to learn with, even with YouTube. If you decide to do videos, it's the same thing. Just become a person of value on your videos. Just like you are on your blog. Just provide really, really good value. And you'll have people that will follow you and people that will listen to you and people that will eventually buy from you. You know, people buy from the people that they know, like, and trust. So if they don't know you, like you, or trust you, they're not going to buy from you. So just provide a lot of good value and then you would have that. They will be there forever. Now it's time to create your content. Make it original and informative. This is a key to starting a blog and monetizing it, including the keywords you wrote down earlier. So the key is lots of value in the keywords that you wrote down earlier. Don't overuse your 5 keywords because it will send out bad signals to the search engine, and this is not what you want. Because as soon as Google thinks that you are trying to keyword stuff your posts, they're going to sandbox you. And sandbox you basically means that your blog won't show up on Google. So don't do that. Okay, Google AdSense. Sign up for Google AdSense. Now, I will tell you that in the beginning, which if your blog has not been around for a while, you don't want to do this right away because Google is going to they're looking for content. They want to see what's on your blog, what you're talking about. But you want to eventually do this. And one of the things I want you to do is think about, you know, the last time you went to a blog and you scroll through when you're reading and you'll see some kind of advertisement there. Well, that advertisement is called Google AdSense. And if you decided to click on that, The owner of that blog is getting paid. Google pays them to advertise on their blog. So as you're building up content on your blog, you want to go sign up for Google AdSense and put your code in there. Again, if you need help with the coding, YouTube is a wonderful source. But if you don't have any content, they're not going to approve it because they do have to approve it. You can customize your ads in many ways, including text links or image links. Most people prefer the text links only. They're easier to blend in with your blog and won't take readers away from the information you have. Google AdSense won't make you a millionaire, but it's a way to generate a small amount of money while you're building your fortune. To track where your visitors are coming from, use Google Analytics. And this is something else that you can just go to Google and you can type in Google Analytics. And then what it'll do is it'll take you to a Google Analytics page and it will help you get the code and you can put it right in your blog. Again, YouTube. Please use YouTube. It is a wonderful source. You can get the help you need setting that up from within the program, Google Analytics. Make sure you add your URL to Google's index. And so with this right here, just go over to Google and type in, add my URL to Google's index. And then once you do that, you're going to be directed to where you need to do that at. Otherwise, what happens is you can build a blog, but if it's not on Google's index, nobody's going to know about it. Step 5. Now you might say, okay, well, what can I sell on my blog, Rachel? If you're happy with the Google AdSense income and don't want to sell anything else, then you can skip this step and just maybe, you can write the notes or you just wait for me until I get to the end. But if you want to maximize your blogging income and learn how to make more money with blogs, you will want to find an affiliate program in your niche to join. I suggest ClickBanks, Commission Junction, and JVZoo. And those are just a few. And what you can do, again, this is a little trick I'm going to teach you guys. Go to Google, type in your niche. Okay, my niche is marriage. And so I would type in marriage, and I would have a plus sign, and then I would write affiliate program. And so then what's going to happen is Google is going to pull up every single affiliate program that's out there on marriage. So if yours is golfing, then you go type in golfing plus affiliate programs. And then it's going to list all these different places that have affiliate programs for your program. Of course, you want to go check it out. Don't just promote without trying it. Like you can, especially if they don't cost too much, go and buy it. I tell people buy it first if you can. If not, at least get the reviews on it. Go and check out the reviews and make sure it's not, some garbage, because, your reputation is on the line here. And if you don't check it out and you're referring people that know, like, and trust you, they're going to be upset with you because you sent them somewhere that pretty much scammed them or took their money away or didn't help them. So make sure you check it out first. Or you can become an Amazon or eBay affiliate. I just had Amazon send me something the other day and said, hey, we need your, I forgot what they helped me. We need something so that we can pay you. I'm like, oh, cool. So what happens with Amazon, and I haven't signed up for eBay yet, but I do know that Amazon, if you send somebody to a link, right, maybe a book you just read, and you go to you sign up for Amazon affiliate, and then you go grab your Amazon affiliate account and you put it on Facebook. You say, hey, I just finished reading this really, really awesome book. Put it on Facebook or put it on your blog and do a blog post about it. Do a really, really good review on the book. Put it on your blog post, and then the person goes and they click and they buy it. And what happens is most time people that go to Amazon, they stay there for a minute. They go buy 2 or 3 different other things, right? So then what they're going to do is now, not just the one book that they bought, but the other 3 or 4 things that they bought, you're going to get commissions for that also. So, and I'm pretty sure that works the same way with eBay. Or you can sell anything from office furniture, pet supplies, clothing, PC games, dieting tips, or audio software. I mean, the sky is the limit. Whatever your niche is about. So look at your niche. And I would even go over to like Amazon. Let's say, let's go back to golfing. Go to Amazon, type in golfing, and see all the things that are selling in the golfing area. You would be amazed. So you would take your keyword, you would type it in the top, and those same things that are selling on Amazon, you can do a review on those products and then put your link at the bottom, and then they can go buy it You don't even have to have it on Amazon. You don't have to sell on Amazon. You could just get Amazon affiliate commissions, and your blog would just be your main hub. Whatever program you join will help with inserting the code in your blog. Be sure to do this correctly or you will not earn from your referrals. If you don't know how to edit HTML tutorials are a great place to start. And again, they have those, just type in HTML tutorials. A lot of times you don't, I mean, like when I first started on the internet, HTML tutorials is like really, really important. I haven't had to use an HTML tutorial in a while. Actually, like I can go and type a couple things in my blog post on a page or a post, and then there's a little button at the top right that says text, and I can just go grab the HTML code over there. So it's not as popular as it used to be, but if you needed it, again, Google. Step 5, social bookmarking. There is no better advertising than word of mouth, but the next best thing is social bookmarking. OnlyWire is a popular bookmarking site used by people in the online community to share bookmarks or websites they like. I don't suggest you adding your own links. That's a no-no. Please don't do that. You know, it's like you share other stuff that you find, but it provides visitors the ability to find your website. So other visitors come, they'll be able to find your website through that. So what you want to do is, you know, make sure you sign up for the social bookmarking sites. Go look for OnlyWire is one of them and get involved in that area. Write an article. Whether your blog is about a specific product or giving information, I suggest writing a review about it. We talked about the reviews earlier. Write a review about that book that you read. Write a review, a really, really good review about whatever is your niche that you've actually touched. And I'm telling you, do not leave Amazon out because that's a powerful one. Most article directories require 500 words or more, so I would use this as a rule when writing to ensure your article gets published. So make sure when you write your articles, it has at least 500 words in it, otherwise they will not approve them. Submit your articles to any of the top directories out there, such as eZine articles or article dashboard. Another thing with submitting your articles to these directories, what they do is they have like a signature at the bottom where you can put your bio information and you can link back to your blog. So that's going to give you what they call it backlinks or some link love, and that makes your blog even more powerful because you got some links from other places coming back to your blog. So you want to make sure you utilize that. Also use article submitters to submit to many directories at one time. So they have a software program that automatically submits these to you. Again, Google, and you will find some really good ones. And make sure you do a review on them. You know, check them out. Don't just buy something. Go and do a review. Hey, you know, I mean, guys, you know, if you really, really want to know, in our Facebook group, all of you should be in there. Just ask me, hey, Rachel, I've heard about this one. What do you think? What's your thoughts? And I don't mind, you know, helping you out. Okay, so saving you lots of time and leaving you time to focus on writing your blog posts. So you don't want to sit around all day and submitting, you know, articles to 60 different, you know, article places. You just rather just put it in a software program, and the software program does it for you. Step 7, ping, ping, ping. Every time you add new information to your blog, let the blog directories know about it. This is known as pinging. I actually, on my website, I have Ping-O-Matic installed in there. So it automatically pings every time that I save my information. You gotta be careful about that because if you're like always editing, so it's pinging, 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 so you don't want to overdo that. So make sure before you update your blog post or you want to change something, make sure it's right because you're constantly pinging and then you can be penalized for that. Some blog providers automatically send out pings when you update. But to be on the safe side, do this manually too. There are a couple of sites like Ping My Blog that will send a ping to multiple blog directories for you at the same time. Only ping when you update. Ping-O-Matic is another good one. This is the one I use. Remember to only ping when you update because you could get blacklisted and that is a bad thing. Step 8. Yahoo Answers and forums. Oh gosh, this one right here is powerful, guys. Please don't ignore it. I ignored this and I didn't realize the power of this one right here. So please don't ignore this. And this is in any forum, but we're going to talk about a little bit about Yahoo Answers. One of the easiest ways to get targeted visitors to your blog is to make use of the people you want to target. Sign up for at least one of the forums in your niche. Don't go there posting comments for people to look at your blog. They won't. The secret is to add your blog signature in the forum, then become an active forum member. The key is to post relevant topics and start debates in the forum. So if you're talking about blogging, and you're really good at this, did I say blogging? And so let's say blogging. And, if you're in a blogging forum, then you can post some, really good information for the people there. And then you guys have dialogue. You might have a debate. I don't see you really debating about blogging. Well, some people do. You may have a debate about whether you should blog, 5 days a week or you should blog 1 day a week. We'll talk about that in a minute. The more you post, the more your link will show up. And if you provide value, the chances are higher they will click your link. Yahoo Answers is on the same line as a forum. It's viewed by thousands of visitors every day. If you don't have an account, get one. Then log in and search for questions relating to the topic of your blog and answer them well. You can then insert the link to your blog as with the forums. If you answer well, you may have not only earned yourself a point or two on Yahoo, but also a visitor to your blog. Step 9, update your blog. This means adding new content to your blog on a consistent basis. And when I say consistent basis, I'm saying that you don't really have to, like you may have heard people say blog 7 days a week or 5 days a week. If you have time to blog that much, then go right ahead, right? That doesn't work for me. The only reason that I'm able to put out blog content every single day is because I utilize software programs. I utilize content that's repurposed. I repurpose my content. So I'm able to do that. So a lot of the stuff, I'm not actually sitting here just typing. So I'm able to go ahead and do, put a blog post out every day. But it's really, to be honest with you, to me, that's not living. And I don't think that you should do that. I think you should pick, like, if you're going to blog like every Monday, then blog every Monday. Make sure you blog every Monday. If you're going to do it on Tuesday, or you're going to do it a couple days a week, just be consistent with whenever you do it, okay? One of the things that I'm going through now in marketing training with blogging, and the guy made such a valid point. He was saying that, what you want to do is you want to have the best blog post ever. And then in your blog posts, how like a lot of times you might blog and then it's there, then maybe next year it's gone, nobody even looks at it anymore. You want to repurpose that. He used the redwood tree as an example and how it continues to grow and grow and grow. The same thing with your blog posts. What you want to do is you don't want to just like create a post that was really, really good and only share it one time. You can actually drive some Facebook traffic, which is a whole nother topic. And if you all want, I can do some training on Facebook, training also on Facebook ads. But you can drive, traffic to your blog. And then once you drive traffic to your blog, people will start commenting. People that like you, they like your voice, they like who you are. That's why you want to be authentic. A lot of people, they will, they're somebody else when they get online. Be authentic. Establish your voice, because, and we're talking about this. My husband's like, like we talk about different people that are in the industry whose voices maybe, like the guys in my house, oh, that voice drives me crazy. And for me, I'm fine. The voice is, I'm getting some information from him. So we're going to attract different people in our life. So you're not going to have everybody follow you in your blog, and be okay with that. Be okay with it. Only certain people are going to follow you. Everybody's not going to follow you. So just want to keep that. Let me move forward. I suggest updating every couple of days on the same day of the week. This keeps the search engine happy, as they love to see new and original content. And remember, it could be once a week. So another way to update is to add relevant information to the RSS feeds. And you can put a plugin on your blog for the RSS feeds, and then we'll do it automatically for you. Visitors looking for a World of Warcraft blog don't want to read feeds about knitting, or do they? So just make sure that your content is relevant. Rinse, wash, and repeat, steps 1 through 11. This is the only way to make money blogging. Step 11, a bonus step. If you have your own product, report, or newsletter, give your visitors an easy way to sign up to receive updates. And that's what they call it. They call it an autoresponder. So like you'll go to a blog and you'll see somebody that will, they'll say, you know, get my 5 tips to, you know, to making $500 in a week. That's something that we're doing right now. So I'll use that one. Put your name and email right here, and we'll send you the report on how to do that. So you just put your name in an autoresponder. Now they're emailing you. Some people email you every day. Some people email you a couple times a week. Some people email you once a month. But that's what that is, right? You created a product or a report or a newsletter, and you're staying in contact with them. And then you can send them updates as often as you want, even if they don't come back to your blog. This helps you to contact the visitors, again, with more great information or products you wish to sell. Making money blogging is easy if you follow the above steps. Some important things to remember so you don't get disheartened with your blog. You're not become a millionaire overnight. It takes hard work and a lot of effort. If you're really serious about making money with blogging, then stick with it. This is when things start to work and you think, that's how they did it. The moment could be sooner than you think. Eventually, you will have an aha moment. Let's go find your keyword. What topic niche are you interested in? So I don't know if you all have been able to find the chat box, but I want somebody to give me their topic. Let me see. Kat said, I'm going too fast, and I just now saw that, Kat. I'm going to have the recording available. Hopefully it recorded, so you can go back and watch it. Somebody type in their niche. What do you think that you want your blog to be about? What would you like to share with the world? I'm going to give you an example of how you can go about and do this. Somebody please type in the chat box what they think they want their blog to be about. And I don't really care who does it. But I want to show you, unless you guys don't want to know, you don't want to know how to do this, then marketing for newbies. Okay, so let's go over here to marketing for, show you how to do this. So what you do is you go over to, you go to Google. Let me turn, I got to get rid of some of this stuff because otherwise it's going to drag my computer around. Just let me know, Kat, can someone tell me whether or not you can still see my screen? Okay, I'm gonna go right here. Okay, this is the one thing that you have to do. Okay, so when you come to Google and you start typing marketing, look what are you at? Marketing mix, marketing strategy, marketing jobs. These are all keywords that people are looking for. So if you decide, okay, I want to start, you know, blogging on marketing plan. You know, marketing is my keyword, but I want to really, really make it a little bit more narrow. Marketing is too broad. I want to make it smaller. Then you could say marketing plan or marketing strategies. Just kind of break it down some. You would still be allowed to talk about other stuff. But let's say, remember we talked about the 5 keywords? So then one would be marketing strategies, maybe marketing plan. I don't see any of those others mixing in with those 2 words, but I'm going to show you another way, but just wanted to show you that. Let me see. I'm going to put the rest of this on here and see what happens. Marketing for newbies, affiliate marketing for newbies, internet marketing for newbies. So you can actually take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got your 5 keywords right here. And you can take and write down all 5 of these keywords, any one of them. You know, if you were in network marketing, you can say network marketing or email marketing. Just write down 5 of these, because 5 of these are going to be your keywords that you're going to always write about. You can have something with these 5 keywords in there. Okay. Another way to go and find out this, and this way has not been, they've done quite a bit of changing in Google, but I'm going to show you how to do it and see where they're at now. I actually ended up just paying for a keyword tool because it was just, it was just more effective. It gave me more details, but you can use it. All right, it's called Keyword Planner. And it's on Google, the Keyword Planner. And it's this one right here. They want me to sign in. And they, like, I've had this account for a really long time, so they have not asked me, but they may ask you for a credit information, credit card information. They won't use it, but in order to get a Google's AdWord account, then you may have to put in your credit card. Everybody that I, listen to, they tell me, oh yes, it's, they're going to have you put in your credit card. So be aware of that. They're not going to use it. If it's something that you really don't want to put your credit card in, then go to, Walmart somewhere and get you a gift card that will allow you to, just use a card like that. And my computer is dragging really slow. I think it's because I have this program for recording up. Okay. I'm not even finding it here. Let me go back to Google again. Okay, this should be it. I just want to show you guys how easy it is and what kind of data you can find on this tool. This is a free way. I mean, there's plenty of paid ways too. Any questions? You guys type in the questions while you are waiting for me. Any questions out of all the things that we've talked about so far? Okay, we're getting close. I can see your screen. Okay. All right, now we're in the right screen. Okay. Okay, so I mentioned marriage earlier. So I want to type in marriage. Okay, so we have here, if you look, and again, you have to really run a campaign now. They have changed. They want you to spend money over here. But married is a keyword, and it's got like 10 to 10,000. It used to give you the exact amount of people that were searching for it. Your competition is low, which means there's not a lot of people on using this particular keyword. And it's $2.27 a bid. Like, so if you decided to put this keyword up on Google AdWord and somebody clicked on it, they would charge you $2.27. So this is one. I would tell you now, marriage certificate, the other tool that I'm using, this is a hot one right here. So if you were selling marriage certificates, then this could be like one of your words. Marriage records, I don't know who would buy that, but you might, how they sell services for you may know this person. You might be able to come up with some kind of marriage records service, that you can provide. Marriage registration, marriage advice. So as you can see, I mean, and again, these were showing up on the program that I was using as well. Marriage problems. So these, I could just pick 5 of these keywords, and then my blog would be focused around those 5 keywords. Any questions? Okay, I see. Maybe we could blog about other stuff too. I call the stuff desert for your audience. It should be something funny or that tells readers about you. Maybe a series on something like Throwback Thursday. These the readers something to come back to. Yeah. Do you recommend this? I think Kat if you can tell that story and still entwine it into the topic, I think it's okay. But you want to make sure that you're telling a story, but it entwines with like marriage. Like if you're talking about the desert or the dessert, I'm not sure which one that was, but and then you're entwining it into your story about marriage. If marriage is the name of your blog, then it would work fine. Yes. Any other questions? Questions. Okay, let me go back over here to okay, so we went over some of the Q&A. We have the Facebook group. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out inside of the Facebook group. If I did not add you to the Facebook group, please let me know. I am there to serve you. I just want to help you guys. I've been online too long. I've made lots of mistakes. I've learned a lot. I've spent a lot of money, and I don't think you should have to do that. I think that I can help you with your learning curve, so you don't have to do all that. And then for any resources that I have mentioned, you can go to my website, rachelkelly.com/resources, or you can see resources at the top of my blog. And then those are just a couple of places that I've mentioned that you can go get help. Other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at workwithrachel@gmail.com. I will be glad to help you. Any other questions before we get off of this training? You add me to the Facebook group. Yes, Terry, I sure will. I will definitely do that. Okay. If there are no more questions, I just want to say thank you to each one of you. I really appreciate you coming out to hang out with me tonight. I'm looking forward to being able to serve you. And those of you who are maybe considering, like, ever thought about Amazon, training like that, my son and I are doing something next week. So keep your eyes open on Facebook somewhere and we'll post that as well. Awesome. Thank you, Kat. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Terry. We'll talk to you later.